if you are like me, you have a lot of things to share and you're an expert in something, but you basically have no idea how to share it or even how to express yourself or turn into content. Well, if yes, welcome to my channel, and I'm going to share my journey of how and why did it took me around 5 years to actually post videos on social media, and how to overcome the fear, and what happened that made me be comfortable in front of the camera. Here's the interesting part. I'm a very extrovert person and basically a public speaker, but the problem is that I can speak easily to like 1,000 of people impromptu without knowing them, but talking to the camera was the biggest struggle that I've ever had since I don't remember when. And I have no idea why, because as someone who is pretty extrovert, it's really easy for me to socialize with people. Having that connection being lost was terrifying, because I know I am expert in some sort and I know have a lot of things to share, but having nothing to say and losing that confidence was terrifying. I had to find a way, because I'm not a quitter, I have to find a way to actually overcome this fear. I chose to challenge myself and see how can I overcome this fear of talking to the camera, and what was actually even causing this fear. So in this video, I'm going to explain everything to you, and if you're like this, you will definitely enjoy it, because it took me 5 years, but I finally found it. And knowing how to present yourself and share your expertise and turn it into good content is really important, because it doesn't matter if you are like a professional, amazing person, if you don't know how to introduce yourself, how to present yourself, or even turn it into actual content and you can profit from it, is just a waste. So bear with me and stay till the end, because I'm going to give you a hot tip on how to actually benefit and turn that into a career. Here's something interesting. Why does it matter if you're an introvert or extrovert in social media? First of all, I found out that introverts are amazing and thriving here, because they are basically talking to themselves. They are sitting in their room alone like I am, and they are just enjoying expressing themselves, not having the fear of being judged or have comments about their ideas. But the reality is that us extroverts, we thrive on real social interactions, and when I'm talking to someone and I'm being social, I just love to know their instant and in-time interaction and see how are they reacting to me, and that's how I manage to express myself. So when I see that I am just losing that interaction, I have no idea what they're going to react or how they're going to express themselves, I am lost. I don't know my audience. I don't know who will watch this video. I don't know what they think about me. I don't know how they will react, and this is a huge struggle as an extrovert who has been loving speaking to people in real life, and now I have to do it without basically not being sure about if anyone's going to watch it or not. So this was a part that made me thinking really deep about, if I'm not sure about my audience and I don't know who is going to watch, then how I'm going to manage that? Because when I'm expressing myself in a social situation, I am full in control of what I am showing to that person, what part of myself that person is actually taking, or I am in control of everything in my environment, my hand movements, my face. And I know that in social media we can basically control that even more, but in real life I am more aware of what I'm controlling. I found out that if I want to actually be comfortable in social media, I have to choose which part of me I want to show. Because when we are talking in person with someone, they're basically seeing us in whole. But when we are talking here as a video in Talking Head, we are just showing them a snippet of our life. Just a little cutout of ourselves, talking here, sitting here, and choosing, okay, is this actually what I want to show? Because I need to remember that what I'm going to show is also going to be edited, so basically more modified. And it's going to be a snippet of me on a video that I'm going to share with the world. And it's going to stay here forever, and people can judge it and comment on it from years and years on. I know I'm getting it too complicated, but believe me, that's the reason it took me so many years to actually make a video, because I was struggling. I know that this is the same for a lot of people, because presenting yourself to millions and millions of people that you have no idea who they are or how they will react is hard, and I am totally there for you. I really hope that you can take something beneficial from this video, which is leading me to the second point. We don't actually need to share who we actually are in social media. Everyone says, be authentic, be yourself, and I realized that being myself is not one thing that I'm okay with sharing. So I have to share something that I am comfortable with. Maybe my funny side or my very compassionate side is not something that I'm okay with everyone else know about me. That's something more private, or what I actually care about showing in person, or I want to have it more in a close reaction with people. And that's nothing that I want to be vulnerable about it in social media. And it took me a long time of realization, because when I first started out and I had another channel, I was basically copying other people. I tried to post educational videos, motivational videos, just being purely educational person, and it took me about a year to realize that nope, that's not me, that's not Sadaf. I'm never a teacher, I never enjoyed teaching people stuff. And I think that's okay. Not everyone needs to be a teacher. Not everyone needs to post educational videos. If you're not comfortable with that side of you, it's fine. Like, really is. And the problem is that we are trying to copy others. We are trying to be like people that enjoy watching, but maybe we are not like them. We can never be like them. And we put ourselves in their situation. We are making ourselves more miserable. Being cringy is not what I'm signing up here for. So I had to find a side of myself that I'm more comfortable with sharing, and also I can share it easily. You know, when we are making videos, we want to make it effortlessly, and having hassle of creating videos in social media is basically a burnout, and we are here to enjoy it. I know it's not a corporate job, it could be a turn to a career, but enjoying it and actually being here for it every single day is a task, and it should be a task that I want to enjoy it, not something that I'm dreading it, not something that I'm putting a persona or a mask, but because what happens when that mask is off or someone realizes that I'm faking it? And that's not what I would like to do. Some people do it, some people are creating a whole fake persona online. If you're okay with that, go for it, but if you are not okay with it, it's still okay, because like, who likes to be lying on the internet? A lot of people, I know a lot of people, but hear me out. If you don't like to lie, good for you. You are my people. So I thought, what part of my personality do I like to share online, which is the part of me that I'm more comfortable with? And that's the challenging, ranting, and criticizing part. One of the reasons that I realized this is to monitor the content creators that I enjoy the most watching them. I thought by myself, okay, I really like Drew Gooden, I like Hannah Alonso, I like Kiki's channel, Call to Consciousness, one of my favorites. And what is the first similarity between all of these YouTubers? They're commenters, and they're commenting on different things. They are sharing or criticizing, they are adding opinions, and they are not in some sort educating or making motivational or happy videos. That's what turned a light bulb in my mind, that if I enjoy criticizing videos so much, then might as well create one. Because if that's something that I feel a connection with, then people might feel a connection with me if I am actually enjoying creating that video. Because at the end, people and our audience need to feel that we are genuinely creating that video. It is our genuine and real and honest opinion, and not just something that you're reading for a script, or it's just made for you and you don't feel super connected to it. It's detached from the reality. So I had to accept that ranting is my superpower, and I had to accept it, and I had to go with it. So basically, that's when I found out, okay, if I love ranting and I have to accept it, that this is my superpower, and I love criticizing people and challenging ideas, and this should be the part of my personality that I like to share online. And that was actually the aha moment for me, because I realized, yes, that is true. That is the part that I'm okay if I get criticized about, because it was my honest opinion and it wasn't something that I was faking all along. When I was creating videos before, I tried to copy other people's method, like scripting and searching for ideas, and it was never for me. And when I was editing the videos and looking back at them, and when I posted some, I privated them because, oh my god, they were so not me, and I'm not willing to put that on the internet anymore, because we have to be careful, you know. Funny thing is that when I was listening to myself, I could not recognize me, for the love of God. I had no idea who was that person that was talking to the camera. I had this kind of soullessness and detachment in my eyes that if I could feel it, I think my audience could feel it too. And that was because the word that I was saying was coming from a script. I was using a teleprompter, which I hate now, and that's why I'm talking so quickly, because I'm talking from my mind, not from teleprompter. And also, subjects were kind of researched and memorized, and they were educational, and never something that was genuinely coming from my own pure ideas. And that was a detachment that I felt, and I'm seeing in a lot of other people's videos, because they somehow don't have this personal connection with the thing that they are talking. And that's what separates good creators, comfort creators, and other creators that you see that they're just never thriving, because they don't have that personal connection with what they are sharing on social media. They are kind of this fake, hazy mask in front of them that you don't know where it's coming from, but you can definitely feel it, and that's exactly a part of unauthentic and not coming from a personal connection. So then, instead of actually thinking about what do I post, I kept asking this question for myself: what part of me I am most comfortable sharing in social media, and basically with total strangers that I have no idea who they are, but I might know them in the future. And this is the part about the audience that we are unaware of. We are unaware of all of the consequences that might come along with what we're going to say. And this is true. A lot of people that are basically throwing into controversies when they post something, I doubted that they were posting that content, they were thinking about all of the controversies that it may come along, although I know a lot of people don't think at all, but I'm talking about the same people. This is something that I care. I've been in so many TikTok and Instagram and YouTube controversies since like 2010. I'm certainly don't want to be a part of the cancel culture, or even just making problems for myself that I don't want to cause. So making sure that which part of me I am comfortable sharing, that it's still authentic, it has personal connection, was a true win. So next time, instead of listening to all of this video that say be authentic, be yourself, show yourself who you are, ask yourself, are you actually comfortable about sharing your true authentic self on social media? Because I wasn't. Who I am in person is different, and it should be different, but I'm sharing like 10% of myself that I am comfortable sharing, receiving criticized for it. And that's one of the reasons so many people have mental health problems and just get depressed and get affected too much by what they are hearing back and seeing the consequences and all of the comments that they are sharing. So I thought, if this is like the 10% of me that I'm showing, and I only get criticized for this 10%, then it's fine with me, because I know what they don't know, and my loved ones and friends know what they don't know. So it's all fine. I shouldn't take it too seriously. And I know that hate comments come with whatever you say, but still, they affect us in a way that it's unconscious, and we should be powerful enough to actually stop caring about that, what people are saying or criticize, or the consequences. And that comes with being comfortable with the percentage of yourself that you're sharing, that it's still authentic, but it's not your full self. I know this might come actually criticizing for so many people, but this is my own experience. I'm not an expert in mental health or anything, but this is actually my journey that it took me like 3 to 5 years to actually came here and talk and be free and actually enjoy the video that I'm making. And I know it's hard for a lot of people, and they say that, yeah, your first 10, 20 videos are going to be cringe. I know this is actually cringe for me recording this, but I know that I'm okay with what I'm posting, and I think at the end, that's what matters the most. Remember, you're actually putting energy in creating this content, so you should enjoy the energy that you are spending. It shouldn't be draining for you. It's not motivational to speak, it's just saying the truth. And if you'd like to hear more harsh truths and just things about leveling up in your life, you can follow me on Instagram, which I share daily videos, and I have a whole series about so much to share, nothing to say, which I am posting about this journey and more in depth, and tips and tricks that I actually did to manage my thoughts and turning them into content, how to categorize them, and how to film videos. And this is coming from me, who has been working for 8 years in social media and marketing and connecting with so many people and professionals in daily life. But now, when I am out of this private life and actually putting myself in front of the camera, everything has changed. It's like a whole new world for me. If you follow me along in this journey, I would love it if you could subscribe. If you'd like to see more videos from me, you can comment and have suggestions. And I will see you later in the next video. Bye!